Hey everyone, and welcome to Transport Fever. This is the Great Western Railway. We're watching our brand new train leave the town of, what is this called? The town of Kismore. We made this route last time. It just goes between Dutton and Kismore down here, doing passenger delivery. We've got a little trek around each town there and over here, so that the locals can get onto the respective train stations. Today we're going to be extending the line, making our way probably towards Taoyuan or Pickerton. These are fictitious names that have been made up. And we'll double check how our cargo is going. It looks like everything is building up quite nicely. So the local deliveries into Dutton seem to be going okay. These guys are handling that well. Looks like the meat's coming into here. The livestock, the cows are coming into here. We're making meat, and that's going okay. And down the line, the livestock is coming out of here. And is that little boxes? Looks like there's little boxes, yeah. And they're coming over there. And then from a wheat point of view, I bet there's tons of wheat hanging around. Yeah, there's always going to be too much wheat. So yeah, we can definitely ramp everything up. We probably don't have enough things, and nor do we have big enough capacity. But the goal is to get everything onto trains. So let's work on that first. The very first thing I want to do is a little bit of detailing. Between episodes, I just dumped down all of this cargo here, the assets, or over here, just to give it a bit more feel. And I did a bit of ground texturing, and even little vignettes of guys talking about these fire buckets being in the right place or not. What I want to do here is make this a little bit more important and have some switching. So this series is going to be quite heavy on the detailing, and so yeah, expect to see that type of stuff. I'm looking for a little switching station. I have a lot from Europe. Don't necessarily have to have British ones here. I just want to do ones that kind of look good. That might be a little bit too small. I think under, is it this one? Under one of these. Yeah, this one here, under the, yeah, the one with all the cargo stuff. No, the one next to it. With all this British stuff. So this is where I'm getting the people and the fire stuff and the little post boxes and stuff. It does have a station here, or a switching box. Great Western Railroad. Should we go 10? Eleanor. We'll go with brown, I think. Let's make it a little bit smaller. And you can see in the front there's the guy with the switches. So that's going to be towards the tracks. So it's going to be around that way. We'll wait for the train to get out of the way. And then we want this to be snapped to the track. And I think there's enough space here with those steps. I think about there would do. So he can look down the platform. He can look down the track, see what's coming, and direct traffic. And there's still enough space for the cargo to get wheeled up, or at least across the track onto this side. We need a little ramp on this side, really. We'll do a bit of hunting in the mod workshop for that. So there is cargo here, and we are making bread. So out of interest, if we go down the line to Kismore wants nothing yet. I started the game with not much demand, and so these will pop up. If we go forward to Taoyuan, they do want bread. So we should, in the back of our brains, kind of remember that this probably will be a dual line with both passenger and cargo going down it. But for now, I'm just going to let this bread feed this town, feeding Dotton. And it looks like, yeah, 15 out of 72 has caused 20% growth. Pretty cool. From a destination point of view, if we put someone on the train, do they want to go to Tisdale? Was it Tisdale? I think it was Tisdale. No, it was Taoyuan. So there is nobody right now, but maybe that's because it's just too far away. So yeah, I think they're just going to all the little local towns because they're just using their horse and buggies. We also can consider going this way. These guys over here want bread too. But let's get the railroad continued on, and we'll make this passenger service pass through here and then continue on. With most of these stations, I plan to make it one way, as in one platform for both ways. I'm not going to make it, because there will be cargo here as well, I'm not going to make it 4 platforms. The cargo and the passenger trains can stay on a particular track, and then they can just share the time. If they need to pass, they need to pass, and they can wait for that. So here it comes in again. Yeah, that whistle signs there is what caused that. So that's a what they call it, a waypoint. So because I put that down, it told it to whistle. That's kind of cool. All right, so let's continue the track forward. My goal is to destroy as little farmland as possible, which means trying to keep in the trees. So maybe through here, through these trees, we may cross over here, and so this grassland, and then through here, and then that way, and then somewhere up there we'll turn. So let's get this part done. Actually, I'm pretty sure we can just do, let me get this. So it's trying to help us snap here, which I'm perfectly fine with. Let's make that nice and straight through there. So that does seem to be a bit wonky. So let's bring that down. I think we might have to do some micro movements up. And I'm doing Shift and M and N here just to do an arc. Yeah, I don't like that. Let me undo that and try again. So let's go across here. Maybe it's just a matter of going... Oh, it's still a bit wonky. Yeah. I think we might have to go a little bit further away from that road. If we keep it narrow... Ooh, hill everywhere. Okay, this does seem to be a bit of a slope here. I don't think I want to go that way. I think I want to go more this way. Yeah, so we'll go through here. And let's lift it up. Wow, it's all over the shop today. So down to ground level there, and then let's see if we can undomify it. See, in the middle there's a big hump I'm getting rid of. So that's M and N. And yeah, I think that will work. And the question is, why is there a collision? So is it just the roads? I think it is. So yeah, we're going to have a bit of an undulation here. All right, so I think I'm going to have to get rid of that. Get rid of that. And yeah, that should work. And then we'll just have to flatten this out a bit, I think. Yeah, and then what we'll do is we'll do a little bit of terraforming. So the leveling tool, from my understanding, won't damage the ground. Yeah, it doesn't repaint it, so that's fine. I don't want to do too much leveling because it makes it look all wonky. And then what we'll do is we'll put down a dirt road next to this to justify... Actually, there's going to be 2 tracks here, so let's get the second track down. And then we'll get that road snap next to it. And hopefully we can do that. And we will bulldoze that, which would have been stopping the smoothing around here. Let's get that level right. And then what I'm going to do is very carefully, very, very carefully put down some ballast. So we'll do a rotation here, M&N for rotation. And then dot and comma for the size, and then we'll paint this as ballast, and we'll let them have that little bit of land there. Actually, what I might do is I might get rid of that road and make it look like that field. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll make that field continuous. And it looks like that's the way it was made in the first place anyway. And then we'll get another crossing across here. So I'm going to get that that railing. So half this series I would really like, and hopefully you guys will get this from it, is just teach you some of the tricks to get the game to do what you want it to do. Ugh, that's not good. So yeah, hopefully you'll just learn through, mainly it's just through frustration of learning the game. Why are you doing that? So terrain tools, flatten, same height please. Yeah, we've got a lot of weirdness going on here. Yeah, the autumn update, which was released in, I want to say November or something, did a great job. Great job of adding a whole lot of new tools that allow you to get things just the way you want them now. And let's get a bit flat. I'm trying to get a road across here. Is it because I'm too close to a junction? There we go. So we'll do that. Can't be too much slope. No, you're lying. Let's get rid of this. There we go. And then that can join there. Yeah, and these ones, what type of thing do we want here? Do we actually want... Yeah, let's actually do that and have it, because they're going to be thundering through here, so let's make sure that it's quite safe. Smooth that out, make it not look so weird. And yeah, we're spending a bit of money here, but it's kind of needed. So, all right, let's see if we can do the same thing this end. I'm going to extend the road with the hope that it's going to aid me getting this across. Yeah, when you get too close, the crossing doesn't fit. So the other thing you can do is you can start the road on the tracks. That way you can kind of like be a dome, and that helps you get it working too. Now I was using straight roads then a lot. I could have been using curve. That may have made it a little bit better. Now that I've done that, I don't know if I want that road across there, because it doesn't really have a point. And it's like the field has gone up to there. What we can do is under assets, under fences, I'm going to choose a wire fence, big straight one, and we'll just go from here to, say, come on, if I hold down C I get a bit more of a accurate thing. So then let's press escape to stop it, and then we'll do it again, and then you click it and then you drag it, and then click again, and there we go. There's a fence there, so that kind of stops the inappropriate movement onto there. And these ones were added but not very straight. All right, so let's come out straight. Looks like there is a bit of a curve there, but that's all right. And let's head off. So we're going to need to go to the left here. So yeah, we'll go across this grassland, over another crossing. Why are you in the air? There's no reason for you to be in the air. Let's drop you down one notch. So comma and full stop. So that seems to work. Yeah, there's a bit of a hill there that we're dealing with. And hopefully we can just connect into there. Yeah. So it goes up and over this hill. And pull this back. Missed. And ooh, boats are turned up. Now I'm going to try to go across here. This should upgrade the station. Yeah, it did. And that's only single, I think. We need to... Right, so we need to get this station configured and get some tracks down. And we'll get cargo on the other side. And then platforms, we'll go for the platform. Actually, let's go for the great. These are passenger. Is there car? I don't think there's any cargoes. Yeah, there's no cargo platforms for Great Western. And yeah, we'll just use these basic ones. There, and then we need a cargo building to activate this. It's weird that it's giving me one at the end there. Yeah, I don't want that. So, why don't I have... Maybe there's just too much slope there? Let's get some better view of this. Yeah, there's a bit of a drop down there. If I flatten this, does that help any? What I might do is separate cargo out and actually have it on the other side. So we'll configure it, and then we'll have it out here, and we'll have our little depot there, and then we'll have our nice road out here. How's that level? I think that level's a little bit down. Come on. You got to make sure you click in the middle of the road. Yeah, that road's a bit high. So what do we want to do here? So yeah, so what we want to do is maybe start here. Keep it flat, and then yeah, I think we can do that. Nice. We can probably turn that into dirt, but that's fine. It's more modern. Let's do a tiny bit of detailing. That's the most tiny bit. Ballast, far right, easiest thing to do. It's around a station, and it looks pretty good. And we can very, very quickly assets this stuff. I'm going to say give me a 6, and we'll go there, there, and every time you click, it should be an automatic different one. So we're just getting different boxes. And we'll do some rotations. That'll do. Just gives it a little bit more character. I might put one set of massive barrels there. And we could bother to try to lift them up onto the station, but that would do. Yeah, tiny amount of detailing just makes all the difference. All right, let's continue our line. And so our signals are going to be in the wrong spot here. We'll have to get rid of that. I'm going to have to mentally remember that we're on the other side of the line. We probably could have done this single track. Yeah, I was going to go, oh, let's do it single track, but I'm pretty sure we're going to change our mind on that really, really quickly. Now there is only cargo and passenger here, so technically we could just run them separately and just never change tracks, but I will run it like a road where they will, you know, go on the left and change to the right. And a bit more. And then we'll make it so that this line can get over to here. Speed's not that important. And then what I might do is just even out these things. Actually, you know what? If we put the diamond out here for the changing tracks, it will mean that with the yard will work. All right, so this is I'm looking at the words here. So this is semaphore stop signal of the starting signal for the line, and this is the home signal, which is I think at the end of the line. This one means that there's a signal after it, which is not true, I believe. Actually, this might be the first time where we can put a gantry in. Let's put a gantry in. They're fun. Let's do that. So signals, gantry. Span will be 2 tracks, nothing on the left, nothing on the right. And yeah, as simple as that, really. So let's put that there. Yeah, that's cool. And yeah, so this one would represent going into the siding, I believe. And so that would be like that. I think that's what it means. Yeah. And then, you know what? I don't think that's right. Let's get rid of that. I think on this one, what we want is a combined. No, so that's like the mainline ones. And that needs to be, it would go there if we were doing it. So I think we just need a normal stop. But these are all fake ones. These aren't real. So what we want to use is real signal. So these three are on the ground. And so if we scroll back a bit. So this is on the ground. And then these ones are up in the air. So, so this one's overhead and stop, and offset. So when you put these gantries down, they can move by 0.5 meter. And it means that these don't line up, like the grid doesn't work. So in this case it works. You can see if I get parallel to it, it kind of is not working, but if I choose the one next to it, it does line up. So it gives you that half increment. So these are both the same thing. This means that you're going to stop. This means you're going to stop, and then down the line is another set of signals, which is not true here because we've got the station. And then what we want is, yes, simply just this one. So if we turn here and point the right track, that will go there, and this one will go the other direction. And then if we click on that one and say, hey, it's one way, and then yep, the line's not happy because it's not finished, and so that will say, hey, come down the line, and you'll switch across to the track that you're happy with. And this guy will go into the cargo platform. So this is like two-way. And both of these are two-way, so they'll come in and leave. And so, yeah, that's how that will work. And then, yeah, going this way, you're off you'll go. I don't really want to have... Yeah, actually, that probably really shouldn't be there because it's like after the point rather than before it. It really should be... Yeah, that's not really right. We really should get rid of that. It really should be, this is the start of a line, and it really should be, yeah, you can go forward when it's, actually, you know what, let's line it up with the yard over here. So like this one. This is probably a situation where you maybe could use a gantry because you can span all this. But let's get rid of that. And yeah, we could put a fake one up there. We could say, hey, just put a warning up there. Yeah, cool, just to have something there. All right, so that will do that. And then we need a way of crossing. So for now, we will go further on, but for now we need a way of crossing here. Our whistle point got put somewhere we don't want it. So we'll just quickly put in a diamond here. If I can get the right spot. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Let's try this way. There we go. And we will put a signal saying it's the end of line there. And that should do. And then down the line, where are we? So if we scroll out, we can see that we do have stuff. That one's fine. And we need one going in the opposite direction. This is one where there's still signals in front of it down the line. Trying to get, it's very hard because you've got to get the mouse in the middle. So normally you're on the outside, but because it's the left-hand drive, you're actually on the other side. You know what? That probably should do. We can put more signals in if we need to. Actually, let's put some just. So that one's going to be there, and this one. I'm trying to line the poles up here. That one goes there, and we can get rid of this one. Cool. So hopefully they're happy. If we look at that line, it's going to go into there. It's on the wrong side right now. I'm going to have to get my American European thinking out of my head. And we'll get that across there and then back again. And everything should be great. And we can start a cargo line in a sec. Let's get this train finished though. So this shouldn't take too long. We can just YOLO it through the forest, I think. And is it a bit of a hill? Yeah. There's a bit of a hill there. Let's just extend it out a bit further than needed. I think we may have to put a cheeky little bridge here. Try to see how big it is. It's just a fact of the map. There is a bit of a ridge there. So we will do that. And then let's... Yeah, I did go down and go up, didn't I? Yep, sure did. All right, so let's get in here, I guess. Yeah, we probably should come in like this. So what my thinking is... that is a bit of a wiggle. Ah, but it'll look cool. And then we'll do a tight turn and go into town. And somehow, cargo-wise, we need to get that guy serviced. But we can work that out. I'm quite happy with that. Are we on the left? I think we were on the left. Coming back. No, we're on the right. So let's get the other one in. You can drag them quite far. How's our money? $2 million. Ouch. I am a little bit worried here. I haven't been paying attention to that. At worst, we can just get a loan, I guess. So let's see if we can get a crossing here without too much trouble. Too much slope? No. Did we go way too far down? Did we go down to go up again? I think we... Yeah, look at that. We're absolutely... Oh, in the trees. We're actually diving for the ground. So let's pull this back a bit. And try it again. Maybe it's a matter of going this way. Now, I'm trying not to destroy too much farmland. Let's get across here. Oh, look at that. That's terrible. Yeah, I'm going to have to fix that. Yeah, I do like that. You know, this road's probably going to get destroyed because of the train station. So what I might do is get rid of that. Luckily, the map maker painted underneath. That's really good news. I'm gonna have to get rid of this road. Yeah, I will put something back there though. And I think what I might do is sacrifice this corner. And we'll just have to paint that area. Oh, come on. Oh wow, that's a huge hill there. I assume I'm not... I think I might have had my keystrokes configured to be in the air then. That was the reason that was acting weird. Yeah. Connect that up. And which direction are we? I lost my track. There we are. Yeah, that's okay. That looks good. And then what I'll do is I'll just extend that road out to there. Actually, it might. No, it won't. Oh, yes, it is. I was going to say it doesn't make a crossing, but it can. If we just... Are you going to be happy? You are. Actually, a curve. Nope. Come on. Can I make it curve this way? No. Nope. Come on. Got it. Yes. And then we'll just make this. Look at that. It worked. And yeah, we've got some corn on the track. We need to do something about that. That's really easy to fix. Terrain, brush strength. Come on, up you get. Just ballast that. And that'll do. All right, should we put a decent crossing here? I think we should. Let's put a 2-crack crossing there. That should look good. And yeah, let's get this into town. Where do we want to do this? This is going to be a passenger through station with 1 track, 160 Great Western Railway. I'm thinking somewhere, well, A, somewhere flat, and somewhere B, kind of out of town. Oh, maybe we can squeeze it through here. Oh, maybe that could be the... If we made that 2 tracks, is that going to fit? It may just. I mean, passenger stations are... so the cargo platforms are a little bit bigger. Yeah, okay. That's doable. Go away. Go away. Ooh, money's 1 point. Money's getting very, 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 very low. All right, turn around. What we're going to do is we're going to do... Squeeze in there, squeeze in there. I'm going to do that. I'm going to press pause here because we are hemorrhaging money. So under MISC, can I just get one of these on? Oh, it's closer than I thought. Oh, did I do too close? No. Yeah, I just wanted to use one of these stair things. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can... Actually, if I downgrade this road... Does that let me do it? Come on. Oh, no, it's still red. Ah, annoying. I think what I might have to... Oh, money's getting very, 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 very short. I think I'm going to have to go for the hack solution for now. And that will work, but we'll come back and when we've got some money, we'll fix that. Let's configure this. And we need to get rid of all of this. And we'll put a cargo over there. And can we get this? Let me put that there. And then passenger buildings. If I do... You know what? Yes, that connects. Good enough. And then from a cargo point of view, I'll worry about that in a sec. So what you can do from a cargo point of view is futz with it a bit. So if I take off this, I should, and then get rid of... what else can I get rid of? It's going to refund that a bit. Yeah, I was trying to squeeze in a cargo thing here, but I don't think it's... Oh, it is going to work. There it is. Okay. And then we are going to need cargo platforms. So I wasn't talking too much then. And there, I missed it. And get rid of that. Put that back. And if I just do a... is it one of these things? Yeah, that'll give me a connection to that. So yeah, that will give us stuff on the line for kind of free. It's kind of a bit janky, but yeah, it'll work. Right, let's pull this back a bit. And we'll snake this in. Looks like we shouldn't have textured that early. Oh well. And I think the way to solve that is to put down... Is that corn? What was that one? Yeah, just put the stuff back again. You know what? Good enough. And then I have no idea where that road's going to go. Simple road from here along the track. And yeah, that'll do. That'll do for now. And then you can come down through here. Done. It's all connected. All right. Let's extend the line. What's this capture like? Not too bad. We've got a little bit of rotation. So let's get our line extended. Line. So it starts in Dotton, goes to Kissmore, then it's going to come to Tarshan, and then it's going to go via Kissmore. And the platform will be correct, but the only thing wrong here is that we don't have a cross track. So let's get that in. That's the way it does a U-turn, and one for the cargo. Signals, start of the line. Off you go, and then end of the line. In you come. Actually, I probably could have made that a little bit closer. No, that's fine. Cool. And then the very last thing to do, I assume there's a road somehow between here and over there. There's got to be like something's got to make it. I'll put a bus round here. I have no idea what the difference is between these two. I think somehow it's like different errors or something. So we're doing passengers counterclockwise. So let's put one there. One outside the station. It's kind of like on that corner. And we'll put one, say, over here. Yeah, that should be fine. Let's make a new line. And then this is going to be... I keep pressing delete rather than edit. This is going to be road, passenger. And I always forget... Where are we? I always forgot the town name. Where are we? We are in Tarshan. Road. Try it again. Road, passenger, Tarshan. And to save money, I am going to drive someone over, I guess. Oh, that's a long way to drive. No, let's cut our losses and put our depot over here. Buildings, one of these, and let's put it kind of over here where the unit is. And passenger, and we'll just do one for now around town. So that will get them, anybody in town, across to the train station, and from the train station to and from. So let's have a ride. Where is our train? Trying to find it. Yell if you see it. There it is. So let's jump on board and hope that our $600,000 is going to take us a long, long way. We'll high speed it all the way up to the old stuff. This is all of our original stuff we did the last couple of episodes. Yeah, it would be nice to see this thing full. How full is it? So it's got 11 passengers. Okay. Get that autosave to finish. So how much money are we going to get? I'm using Alt-G here to turn the UI on and off. So 143,000 in the hole. Ugh, that's not good. Comes across. Let's change our angle. Signals look fantastic. I love it. Love it. We'll climb up here. Come into our shared station. So that means these Kissmore people can now go either direction. So the people on the platform may be either. Got a bit of a gap. Oh, those gates go. That was cool. I'll probably watch them close as well. That's pretty cool. And this is all our new area. Let's do it at double speed rather than triple. This is the one we changed just for an X. Nice and smooth. Yeah, looks kind of okay. I can kind of picture this grass area being cut through like that. Yeah. It's a little bit hilly. I suppose in this era they didn't really have the money to cut stuff too much. I love those, as in cut the ground out. Love those gates. It's really cool. We should update those fence lines so it goes all the way up to the pedestrian gates so people can't walk through. This one's just a simple X. More of a farm-like crossing. We need to put some ballast down here to get rid of the corn. Another simple X on a farm line with a bit of a wibbly wobbly there. Yeah, you really want to drag longer lines. Is it me or am I seeing through that bridge? I think I'm seeing through that bridge. A bit of a glitch. Oh, it's because I got my mouse on it. Okay, that fixed it. Yeah, that bridge wasn't too high. Semi-unrealistically, I would have put it there. Through the forest. Yeah, nice long run. What's the finances going to be? I doubt. Will there be even anybody there at the end? Maybe. They've had a bit of time to walk across town. There's those gates again. Looks fantastic. We may need a couple more signals on that area when we start putting a cargo train on it as well. Yeah, this doesn't look too bad. I've got the signals on the wrong side there. Oh, I didn't force it across. Interesting. That should have been on the left-hand side, that whole area. I mustn't have put one-way signals. So there we go. So let's press pause and turn those graphics back on. So 4 people. Let's fix those signals. So let's make sure that this one says that it is one way. Yes. And is there any more signals? Yeah, I didn't put any signals on that part. And yeah, we need to put a track in here. Oh, I am in serious debt. Yeah, so that should be forward. Oh, no. So we need a track here that gets us out over here. I'm going to have to take out some money. We're going to need to have a track that allows us to come back onto what should be the forward line. So let me get rid of that signal so we have enough space. Actually, let's move this back a little bit. And yeah, so we're going to be jumping from side to side a lot. Let's see if I get this X in correctly. Come on, you can do it. There it goes. And then we just need a signal that says, hey, one way, please stop there. And let's get this track in. So we've got on both ends. And that should be it. So if we look at the lines now. Yeah, so it uses that side, comes out on the left-hand side, comes all the way over here. There's no signals right now, but we'll deal with that later. It waits for its turn, and then it comes in, comes out correctly, and that should be fine. Is that fine? Yeah, that's fine. So let's have a look at station. So yeah, 5 that way, 12 the other way. So 12 towards that way, the established direction, and 5 already to this direction. And as that guy goes thundering out, there's no bit station, but we just pick some people up, that's fine. And then around town, 1 person there, and yeah, 2, yeah, lots of people. So it looks like there's a lot of people who are trying to get across to the station. That little little steam powered thing should get enough people. There it is, right there. That should get enough people to the station that it should all help make it profitable. Well, after that's a bit longer than I expected, 45 minutes to get all that done, but I think we made good progress. After a while, this thing should start making money. Oh, we can see a lot of growth there in the background. Don't forget to do all that cool YouTube stuff like commenting and subscribing. Particularly subscribe to watch this Great Western Railway Expired Transport Fever session, and enjoy as we watch the years go by, and we'll get all the newer and newer versions of the engines and just expand the world, and particularly get out of this steam area. We want to get a bit more cooler buses and trams going in the towns, and particularly, this is also using the expanded productions mod that gives us lots of new things to have fun with and explore. But yeah, that will all be next time. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time in Transport Fever 2.